Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, classroom. We're here for another fun day of some math. A little fun before we get into that. I'm feeling pretty good because I'm feeling a little less hairy, which is a positive thing. I'm pretty sure it was getting a little out of control. But today, again, we got some math to do. Let's start off. Got some fun stuff to open up. Uh-oh, one of them already fell out. We got some teeny mates, some baseball guys. We got Giants. Busta Posey hanging out in the class today. Got one more in here. See who else is coming to hang out with us. Oh, little Texas Ranger action. Little Joey Gallo. Hey. The little guys can hang out here with groups. With Sponge Guard. Got one more. Do a little extra opening. Got a Harry Potter bag clip. Wait, when all this is over, somebody's got to take these bag clips from me. There are way too many already. Who we got? Could be anybody. Oh, it's a mystery one, which means I don't know who this is. Oh no. If you do, let me know, please, because that'd be fantastic. First one in the class can get a little recognition for it. Appears a mermaid? I don't know, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter person. But, whoever knows, feel free to pass along the information. Always start off with a little opening up something fun. Disney pins for today, of course. Pinocchio hanging out. Pretty cool pin. And little Peter Pan Mickey Mouse ears. I feel like some good midweek pins. Good midweek option. Those two, we gotta do a quote of the day, of course. Our throwback quote of the day, of course. My loyalty cannot be bought. Rented? Yes. That's a fun one. And for today, I'm totally missing the zippity part to my doodah day. Hopefully your day's a little better than that. And maybe get better because you're doing a little math and getting a little extra help on our work for algebra and pre-algebra. Really excited for our lessons today. We all got the new Edgenuity material up, ready to go. So we're going to have some new lessons on that material coming soon. But at this point, we've done some pins. We've done some opened up. Oh, I said we're going to do something interesting, something fun. 1 second. Many years ago, I was a senior in high school. I know a lot of people are posting their pictures of their senior photo to support the class of 2020, not getting to have all the normal senior year things. So for your viewing entertainment, that's a senior picture of Mr. Jerkins right there. Look at that handsome devil. Not really. Leesburg High School, class of 03. There might be some other pictures popping up in and out of today's lessons. Alrighty. That's a nice embarrassing picture on top of the normal stuff. I think it's time for some math. Let's go to the board. Okay now, Chewie, other Star Wars characters, Scrooge McDuck, pay attention. This will be on the quiz. All right, pre-algebra guys, we're back, ready to go for today's video. The last one, we talked about scientific notation. We talked about just the numbers themselves. We talked about adding and subtracting terms, or adding terms with written in scientific notation. Coming up on Edgenuity, we're going to do a little more with Pythagorean theorem and a couple other topics. But today we're going to finish out scientific notation. So the next couple of videos will be a little more in line with the new material that's on Edgenuity. But for today, we're going to finish up our scientific notation work. So we're going to look at multiplication and division specifically. Multiplying numbers that are written in scientific notation, or dividing numbers written in scientific notation. Now, we got something like this: 3.4 times 10 to the third power times 6.3 times 10 to the fifth power. Now, while we've got what looks like just two terms being multiplied together, we can actually rearrange this a little bit. We can rewrite it to make it easier for us. Because all I really have here is 3.4 times 10 to the third times 6.3 times 10 to the fifth. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3.4 times 6.3 times 10 to the third power times 10 to the fifth power. So we can use those properties of exponents that we learned about. Now, for 3.4 times 6.3, pretty easy. We're going to do a little vertical multiplication here. 6.3 times 3.4. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry that 1 over here. 25. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1. That's how we get that. And 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. We add together. 2. 5 plus 9 is 14. Carry that 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 1, 11. Carry another 1. 2142. Now, because we have 2 decimal points, the numbers here, we've got to move the decimal 2 places from the end of the number. So really, this is just 21.42 times 10 to what power? Well, because we're multiplying terms with exponents here, we have the same base. We can just add the exponents together using our product rule. So 3 plus 5 is 8. We got 10 to the 8th power. We're almost done. But we got a little problem here because while this looks like scientific notation, this number actually isn't written in scientific notation. Remember, our value here has to be a number between 1 and 10. So in order to adjust that, in order to make that happen, we've got to move the decimal 1 place to the left to make this 2.142. To account for that, if I'm dividing this number by 10 in essence, I've got to multiply this number by 10 to balance it out so that we keep the value the same. So we're going to add 1 to the exponent, get 10 to the 9th power. Since we had to make this number smaller by a factor of 10, we have to increase this by a factor of 10. We have our value 2.142 times 10 to the 9th power, and we're done in scientific notation. Now, division, we're going to really treat very similarly. Over here we rearranged things, we worked it so that our values up front were multiplied together, and then we worked with the powers of 10 together. Over here, we've got 4.2 times 10 to the 3rd power times 8.4 times 10 to the 5th. We're going to do that same thing. I'm just going to treat this like we're really saying 4.2 divided by 8.4 times 10 to the 3rd power divided by 10 to the 5th power. So start here, 4.2 divided by 8.4. I recognize, if I didn't see any decimals, if I just saw 42 divided by 84, I know that'd be 1/2. This can reduce the same way, just because the decimals have moved the same position. We have 4.2, 8.4. That's going to reduce to 1/2. That's a good start. Now, since we're talking about scientific notation here, I don't really want to write this as 1/2. I don't want to write this as a fraction. We need this to be in decimal form. So what's the decimal form of 1/2? Yeah, that's exactly right. 0.5 times 10 to what power? Well, 10 to the 3rd divided by 10 to the 5th. Because we're using our quotient rule, we know we're going to subtract the exponents. 3 minus 5 is -2. Now, we kind of have a similar problem to the question we just did. Well, this looks like scientific notation. 0.5 cannot be our number out front here. So in order to adjust this, in order to make this number to fit our rules for scientific notation, that decimal has to move 1 place to the right. You can see this value is getting bigger. Instead of 0.5, I see 5 times 10 to a power. Well, if this number gets bigger, this one has to get smaller. So we're going to subtract 1 from the exponent. -2 minus 1 is -3. So dividing out, 4.2 times 10 to the 3rd divided by 8.4 times 10 to the 5th is equal to 5 times 10 to the -3rd power. Okay. Now, of course, we could write this as a decimal. We know 10 to the -3rd. We know 0.005. How do I know that? Well, this decimal moves 1, 2, 3 places to the right. We'd be in line. Again, they're the same values, but just another way to write it out. That should cover us for scientific notation. I believe we're good. This could be a nice little short day for you, but get excited. Tomorrow's going to be a little longer, but we'll be right back. All right, real quick again, of course, as always, got to thank the siblings. These guys right here. the ones that show up every day, eager to do math with you, excited for what they get to learn. So Becca, Nelson, Anthony, Ross, love you guys. Y'all rock. Okay, so time to go. I know you're all sad. Math is done, but don't worry. There'll be more math to come. It's been a while since we played bum ball, so go ahead and throw this out there again. I know I win a lot. I'm pretty good at this game, but all you gotta do is catch the ball and you win. Ready? Yeah. See, still, this belt stays here for a reason. We'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great day.